Richmond, Kentucky. It's a muggy morning, all wet and gross. At least it's 50 degrees out and warm, but we're locked and loaded on our way to Kiss Me, Florida. I was talking to my co-driver yesterday and he asked me where I'm going. And I'm like, kiss me. And he's like, you talking to me? I'm like, Kiss Me, Florida. He's like, started laughing. So all 7 of those brand new Mopars are going to Kiss Me, Florida, to a dealership. We're gonna be delivering tomorrow. That'll be a Wednesday. Today's a Tuesday, and this is my breakfast morning setting. I don't know if you see in the back, but it's something everybody likes. Let's get locked and loaded with Starbucks. But usually around a bunch of these kind of places, there's like hotels, Panda, Starbucks, Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse, another hotel. They usually have these nice wide service roads that you can pull in and grab breakfast or grab food. But the life of a truck driver, you just gotta find them, look on the satellite, and you're set for anything you want. You don't always have to stop at truck stops. Most of the time, I stop at places like this, like every day or every other day. But Starbucks usually has a bunch of goodies. I usually get the bacon, Gouda, and egg sandwich for breakfast, or the turkey, bacon, cheddar, and egg white sandwich. That's gone. You're out of the turkey bacon? Can I get the bacon Gouda? 2 of those. And a large pink drink, light on the ice. So Starbucks today, this is a little look for you. We got 2 sandwiches at $4.75 each. Pink drink at $5.65. With a $2 tip, that's how much breakfast costs you. $18.06. Breakfast is served. 2 itty bitty tiny little sandwiches. I mean, they're not that itty bitty, but I don't know if I'll have one enough, so I usually get 2. But everybody should try this pink drink. If you're a sweet tooth, this pink drink is the way to go in Starbucks. We got a whole day of driving ahead of us. Gonna be in Florida tonight. Currently in Richmond, Kentucky. But drive safe, whoever's out there, because I'm coming. If anybody's wondering where this perfect stop is for Starbucks, Panda, Texas Roadhouse, it's exit 87 off of I-75 in Richmond, Kentucky.
Turn right at the traffic light, then take the first right.
Yeah. Turn right at the traffic light. But yeah, it just loops around. You go into there, and it just loops around and comes back out. But let's get this turn signal on. There's also Chick-fil-A right there. There's also, if you go into there, you turn left over there, and you park in the middle lane. You can walk to Chick-fil-A, but this exit's got everything. But these are the golden spots for truck drivers. We got 7 hours, 18 minutes until our next break. So that's probably when we'll have lunch/dinner. So we got another 10-hour drive for today, depending on that, and a 55-hour cycle. These 2 sandwiches, breakfast sandwiches, are what gonna get me through the next 7 hours. But there goes my pink drink, all gone. I told you I'm a sweet tooth. but the 2 breakfast sandwiches are gone. That's for the next 7 hours. The pink drink is gone. So what do we got to do now for the next 7 hours? I don't know. Today I'll be giving you a little taste of what a truck driver does on the road, or what truck drivers have to deal with on the road for the 12 hours a day that they drive, 11, 12 hours a day that they drive. I'm saying 12 because we have a feature. Usually it's legal to drive 11, but we have a feature in our log systems where if we run into an accident, like if there's a traffic jam because of an accident, it's called adverse condition. If it's an adverse condition, something unexpected like an accident or a road closure that's unexpected, or a blizzard, or any road conditions that you were not expecting. Like, let's say that if there is construction going on the road and there's traffic, that doesn't work because that's planned. There's signs ahead, you can look up where there's construction zones, but if it's something unexpected like an accident or a weather condition that you weren't expecting, or a tornado or a hurricane, or, well, depending where you're at, but it adds another 2 hours if you claim those 2 hours to get to your closest truck stop after your 11 hours run out. So sometimes if you lose an hour in traffic because of an accident, you can actually use that extra hour out of those 2 that you lost to get a little bit further. My style of driving is 69 cruise. I slap it on cruise control, and usually I like staying in the middle lane because then we don't have to switch lanes to pass people like this going around 65, 67. That's if there's 3 lanes. So the left lane is a no-no for truck drivers in most conditions and on most freeways. And I'd say that the left lane is a no-no for cars also, if you're not passing. Because I see a lot of left laners, people that just get into the left lane and they stay in the left lane. And then everybody has to pass them. They think that the left lane is a driving lane. No, the left lane is not a driving lane. The left lane is a passing lane only. Broken down, so I wasn't able to switch lanes because of this guy, but you usually want to get out of the way just in case. But we're taking the next exit because we need some windshield washer fluid. We just ran out, barely got anything in there. Another 1309 of business expense. Debating if I should add this massage to the business expense. 500 horsepower Cummins engine. This is the robot that does all the work. Look how huge it is. A quick walk around while we're stopped. Gotta always check your straps, make sure everything is as it's supposed to be. Take a look at your tires, because you never know, you might be dragging a ramp or a strap that got loose. Well, looks like everything's in place on this side. Brothers Transport has 12 trucks, and most of them are always on the same route. So we load together. We could be loading with 3 other trucks or 2 other trucks or 5 other trucks. So when you're driving down the road, you get to spot them either coming at you or coming up behind you. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. I'm just driving here normally, and I'm looking into my mirrors every 9 seconds. And then we get pretty excited when we see each other like that. So what we do is we get on our phone and call them up and talk for like 2 hours. And you're probably wondering, what do you guys talk about for 2 hours? I know. Truckers, my phone call, my record phone call is probably like 6 hours straight with like 3 and more people on the line. But I think we've done like over 6 hours once. I don't remember, but I know it's for sure over 6 hours. But yeah, we just talk about everything: life, cars, trucks, the road. What are you hauling? Where are you going? What did you eat today? What are your goals? What are you gonna do with this? What are you gonna do with that? Like, we just talk to each other like that. Like, support each other. Anytime anything happens on the road to you or me, we just support each other, listen to each other, hear each other out. Sometimes we argue, but it's mostly debates. It's nothing personal. It's just debates about the world and what's going on in the world. But I bet women can't talk like that on the phone for that long. I don't know, prove me wrong. Got an adverse condition, and of course it's in Atlanta. There's an accident up ahead, but we've been hauling 20-25 miles an hour or slower for the last 20 minutes. It is dinner time, and who said you can't park at a Wendy's parking lot to go to Olive Garden next door? But yeah, boys and girls, there are spots like this where there's enough room for big trucks to get in. It is almost 8 p.m. All I had was Starbucks breakfast this morning. So it's time to go load up at Olive Garden. We are in Tifton, Georgia, about 60 miles from Florida. Can you please tell me what trucker doesn't like a dinner like this? Some chicken gnocchi with breadsticks and peach tea. But yeah, I'm fat. I'm sorry. Can't do anything about it. I mean, I try. A little longer than 20 minutes later. That is our total. Don't you love paying on these machines? You can literally drain your bank account in like a couple swipes. Dang, a 200% tip? Should I do it? Should I not? And that, boys and girls, ladies and gents, is how you eat good on the road as a truck driver. You park anywhere you want, you're king of the road, you're king of the parking lot, and you go have yourself some Olive Garden. Some nice soup and breadsticks. We're gonna keep going. We got 60 miles left till Florida. Oh my, what is that little red light? Did I forget to fill up today? I did indeed. Oh man, we're about to run out of diesel. Since trucks can't fill up at regular gas stations, I know you see me. You see my reflection? That's how clean my windshield is. But since trucks can't fill up at regular gas stations, I need to find a truck stop to fill up at. Since I was so busy today on the road, so many phone calls, so much stuff to do, so busy, I forgot to fill up. I didn't have time to fill up. So we found a truck stop, but man, oh man, it's only like 2 miles away. Guess what? We made it to Pilot. I couldn't believe it myself when I saw it, but we're getting filled up. Got ourselves fed, now we gotta feed the big boy that carries us and all those cars on top of it. That thing's gotta eat too. So this big boy has 210 gallons on it for fuel. This is a 90-gallon tank. The other side has a 120-gallon tank. So this is how much it ate for dinner. Looks like we had about 40 more gallons left when the light was on and it was on empty. So don't always trust your light, but try to fill up as soon as possible. But look at that bill. I didn't even eat that much. It is 12:10 a.m. We just finished our 15-hour shift. Started at 9 a.m. and looky here, it's midnight, 12 a.m. 15 hours on the road. Well, technically we only drove for 12 and lollygagged the other 3 outside of the truck. So the reason I say we drove for 12 is because we lost about an hour in traffic jams that were caused by unexpected accidents. There were about 3 accidents. So we drove 785 miles today in 12 hours. That averages out to 65 miles an hour. So if a DOT agent started calculating that, he'd get about that. So we were legally using an extra hour of driving due to adverse conditions. But that's what a 15-hour cycle shift looks like for a truck driver. A day on the life of a truck driver. We didn't do any deliveries. We only did pickups at Starbucks. We picked up some windshield washer fluid. We picked up some Olive Garden. We picked up some fuel. Those were the only pickups for the day. But we're gonna be doing deliveries tomorrow. Well, actually today. But I'm not starting till 10 a.m. because we go on the sleeper for 10 hours after our shift. So that's the day, boys and girls. That's the life of a truck driver on the road, driving 11 hours every day minimum, working around the truck, lollygagging for another 3. Legally it's a 14-hour shift. Today we had a 15-hour shift, but that could be every day. But then you knock out for 10 hours, and that's the life. You knock 5 days out of the week like that, work your butt off, come home, relax. Better money than work at home jobs. Well, at least for me. Car hauling is king. Trucking is up there. So if you're ever thinking about getting into it, you won't regret it. But of course, it's up to your family on what kind of lifestyle they want. I'm gonna hit the bed, go shower first, because that's my main thing. Shower every night. That's what gets me through the night. Sleep all nice and clean. But you guys have a good time watching wherever you are. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I'm not promising much, but it's fun for now. Let's see where it gets us.